Hello, welcome to another exciting episode of You and Literature Today. And this is a platform that promotes writers and connects writers down to their fans. Today we have with us here on this platform a very important writer from Uganda. Let's meet her and hear what she will have to say. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. As the treasurer of African Union of Writers, my name is Awadifo Ogla kili, a Ugandan award-winning author, a human rights activist, and a law student. And as an author, I authored one book that is Victoria's Tales, which is a hope-aiding book to victims of circumstances. And besides that, I've been working with several literary forums, especially Hot Cruise Careers Uganda, Inc. Africa Liberia, African Union of Writers, World Nations Writers Union, motivational strips, and at the same time I work with Poets of the World as the Ugandan ambassador and head of diplomatic corps.
Well, as we all know, the study of law is time demanding, and so you wonder how one can cope with writing and studying of law at the same time. Let's hear what Olga will have to say about this.
And as a law student, I have been writing all along, and my writings have been based on human rights, and so I do think that I really don't have much challenges in that field of writing and concentrating on my legal profession at the same time. And I really prefer to say that my legal profession, or the law that I study, is the backbone of what I write as a writer, because I base my writings on human rights which are inherent, especially the book Victoria's Tales, where I wrote to victims of circumstances, but I used the laws cited from statutes as the supreme laws of the land, the Constitution, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, respectively, that really show that my writings are based on the law, which means the law is also important to my writing career, and both add a lot of weight to it. And more so to that, I have authored one book that is the Victoria's Tales, and this book is a hope-aiding book to victims of circumstances that blossoms fresh hopes in the hopeless, such as the law victims, the war victims, orphans, those that have been into the practices of abortion, and those that are from broken families, and poverty victims, including those who have shattered dreams. And this book is a motivational book, aiding hope, and at the same time I have cited laws, the laws that I mentioned prior, the war victims, orphans, those that have been into the practices of abortion, and those that are from broken families, and poverty victims, including those who have shattered dreams. And this book is a motivational book, aiding hope, and at the same time I have cited laws, the laws that I mentioned prior, that are the supreme laws of the land, the Constitution, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which I have used in this book. And this book has won a global attention because recently I won an award, which is the Ambassador the Literature Award, that was conferred to me under the merits of writing to heal and bring justice to the world. And this was based on the book that I wrote, which is Victoria's Tales. And more so, this book has been on hard copies, but for those that will not be able to reach the soft copies, for those that will not be able to reach the hard copies, we'll have soft copies. We're working towards making it on Amazon soon. And in Uganda today we have practiced a lot of literary forums, especially this literacy foundation that is the Hot Cruise Careers Uganda, where we have been working together towards a literature festival, kids festival, and many other literary forums that were to dignify tradition, culture, poetry and other literature and other things to do with literature. And one of the things that we did last year and part of this year was the Literature Festival, which we organize yearly, that promotes and dignifies literature, and we involve certain poets from other countries like Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Ghana, and we have been working hand in hand with ambassadors to Uganda, such as the ambassador of America to Uganda and then the French ambassador to Uganda respectively. And as the treasurer of African Union of Writers, there are things that I've observed as a forum which is important in nurturing and building our talents in Africa. And one of the things as a treasurer that I would love to bring into accomplishment is record keeping of records of finances and other things to do with as the treasurer of African Union of Writers, there are things that I've observed as a forum which is important in nurturing and building our talents in Africa. And one of the things as a treasurer that I would love to bring into accomplishment is record keeping of records of finances and other things to do with the things that are supposed to be spent, and overseeing finances in the committee, and also working together as a team to ensure that we accomplish things that are in line with the funders and the people taking part in this forum. And I give a big shouts of love to each and every fan that is viewing me from all parts of the world. I thank you so much, and I value you all collectively the same. Thank you.
Our celebrity writer today on You and Literature today is Simon Tiep from South Sudan. When you click on our Facebook page, you would see a full detail of his autobiography and so many other things concerning Simon Tiep. And then our shout out goes to Dr. Feliz Ruiz from the Philippines, and then Edwin Bestman Olu Jr. from Liberia, and then Pramod Saxena from India. These are our ardent followers on our Facebook page, and we're very, very proud of them. And then with this, we've come to the conclusion of today's episode of You and Literature today. We will leave you with this. Get a brain teaser today by reading a book, sharing a book with a friend, and then this, we assure you, would boost your brain when you read a very, very good and knowledgeable book. Thank you very much. I remain yours faithfully, Munyamako Salami. Have a wonderful time. Bye.